A strong and independent woman is something to behold. She pays her own bills, buys her own things, and she doesn't let a man affect her stability or self-confidence. She is a soul-rich woman. Are you ready to be rich doing what you love? Be on purpose and in control of your life again. At For Women Who Love the F Word podcast, we will be openly talking about getting more clients online, getting recognition as the leader and female entrepreneur, and also the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. It's time to own and love the F word. Welcome to the show. We have a really special guest with us today.
I'm from Australia. Hi, can you tell by
Susie.
my accent? Or can you tell by my face?
No.
Yeah, I'm like so white.
Okay, introduce yourself.
My name is Suzanne. Online, I'm known as String Story. My story, string means like I connect people, time, place, and innovation together.
Wow, and how long have you been doing this?
Well, like my personal branding is String Story, probably about 6 years. But then I discovered video, live streaming like yourself. I was on Meerkat about 2.5 years ago, and since then my presence online has grown exponentially.
Wow, so when you were a Meerkat, have you changed other platforms?
Oh yeah, Meerkat died. I was the top 20 user, but then the community that I hold dear on Meerkat, I found on Meerkat, I still talk to to this very day.
Oh.
The top other 50 users as well, I talked to them. I hanged out with them in America, I stayed with them, I took business with them, I collaborated with them. So if anything, even though a platform dies, understand if you're in a good community, it could outlive the platform itself. So I've been on Meerkat, Blab, now I'm on Facebook Live and Snapchat. So I won an award on Snapchat as well.
Wow, that's really awesome. So what made you want to become more visible with these platforms?
By accident.
By accident? No!
Because I'm just a very good communicator. I don't consider myself as an influencer. People call me an influencer. At the end of the day, I just want to geek out about the future. I want to talk to smart people because I find if I talk to smart people, I learn. I become a better person. I understand what the future is like. So I just want to do it in a way that collect stories. And it just happens to people love those stories. And then they start following my journey. And then I realize that I have an audience, and that freaked me out a little bit. And then you know that you're doing something famous when someone told me this. They know you, but you don't know them.
Wow.
That's a good way of understanding that you become internet famous or something like that. And that happened to me when I was walking on the streets of San Francisco for the very first time, walking down Market Street, and that person messaged me at the end of the day on Instagram. It's like, I saw you walking down Market Street. It's like, why didn't they say hi? It freaked me out. So understand that if people prepared, that people will love you. If you have a great story or a great message, people will love you.
So to you, what is a woman of influence? I mean, considerably you are leveraging on your current influence, but to you, what is the definition of that?
A person who has self-awareness, a woman who has a understanding of their powers of femininity or their fabulousness, like you said, and when they understand they have a strong sparkle inside them, I want badass women who sparkles. You sparkle when you're on camera. When people talk about geek out or when they're really passionate about something, they sparkle. So you want people to sparkle more, and when they sparkle, they look great on camera.
Wow. So when you are growing your own influence, and you said by accident, I'm curious, were there obstacles in growing to that current influence circle that you have right now?
No, I think what I did was I honed, what people do when it's they have too many options or not focus enough. So that's what happens. It's but when you realize is you have I organize fried chicken parties because that's part of my branding. So
Fried chicken parties? I love to go to fried chicken party in Melbourne, right?
No, I'm having one tonight. So every city that I go to, when I was in America, I did a mini roadshow, and I had I went to 8 cities. And organised every city I went to, I had fried chicken parties. I interviewed a lot of people, so I had I interviewed 100 people, met and had 8 fried chicken parties for my community, and it kind of built up my reputation overseas. It's you get to travel, geek out and talk to the smartest people and eat fried chicken. So that's when I realized I had a compelling brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have like the one way of knowing you have a compelling brand is when your community sends back this message that you say all the time. So like every day I get a fried chicken story from my community. And it's like, I thought of you. Here, can I send you something in fried chicken? They give me caps, they give me socks. Or they send me links to different places to eat fried chicken all the time. It's like when you come back to Melbourne, there are these places you should check out. So then you know you have a very strong brand when they bring back, they translate or tell you your message back to you.
Wow. But how, a lot of women are still holding back, especially when in Asia, we are encouraging women, especially in Seoul Rich Women, to do more live streaming, to gain more visibility. So how do you even get started? I know that you went by accident, but how do you even know that you need to have like fried chicken and, go into different city and have the party? How? And when you were interviewing the 100 people, all the smartest minds, all these things, how did it spark off? Where did it come from? Where did it birth from?
I think it's because I realized at the end of the day, when you think about it, if you strip it down to the subjective core things, I have a formula for branding, and you could take it as well. Your brand equals your vision, your values, plus your visuals, like her, she's got really strong visuals, and your voice. When you have all those 4 V's in place, then you have a brand. And I think that would help women articulate who they are. Also, when you create content, you have to realize that you have to do something almost every day.
Wow.
If you could go and turn on the camera on days when you feel like shit, but still want to talk about what you want to talk about, then you could do it on an everyday basis. People always ask me, how do you become more confident in front of the camera? And, I didn't realize I have a really strong story, but people kept on asking me more questions. So if anything, I think what you need to realize is, you have your own perspective of things. People really want to know about your thoughts about things. That's why people are called thought leaders, because, they grew a reputation of being a thought leader because people kept on asking them questions about stuff. And how do you come over challenges of the camera? Practice makes perfect. And, originally when I was on camera, I didn't like my face as well.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't like it. Actually, when people call me cute, I get angry.
No, you actually look cute.
I know, but it took me a while. But my face is not your advantage. You have to realize it. It's your face, your voice is an advantage, because no one has your voice, no one has your perspective of your thinking, no one has your face, your thinking. I just realize that, your story has value. Your voice has value. And you just have to believe in it yourself, and other people will believe in it as well. You just need one person to make you feel like you're relevant. I interviewed you before, and you said some really great points in having a support system. Have do cameras as if you were talking to your friend. Talk to them like a friend. YouTubers, one of the reasons why YouTubers do so well is because they don't treat their audience as fans. They treat them like their friends.
Yeah. And your startup show, share a little bit how you got started on that.
That startup show is one of my clients. I've been able to travel around the world, and because I freelance, because a lot of people want volume of content. So that startup show is one of my clients that pay me on a retainer basis to create volume of content. And
you see, you can get paid.
If you want to get paid, you just have to put your foot down. And if they didn't say yes to that, then either it's priced too high. And if they say yes, then you have to think about, did you price it too low? But just as long as you put money down, then people will pay you. Then once you have the first client, then you have the second client, then you have third client. And it's just like a numbers game. It's you have to keep on saying, hear a lot of no's before you hear a yes. Just put a value. There's a value for everything. But if you're a content creator, just stop giving away for free. When you build up, or when you're starting out, I understand that you have to build up your portfolio, but have a limit. It's only doing this for a year, and then I start charging people.
So why do you think influence and online is such important in this climate?
I think the wrong. I don't think influence is can you inspire people to do an action? Can you inspire one person to realize that they can make a difference? And network is important for me because I like connecting people. There are 2 fundamental things that I like doing: create and connect. So when after this, I probably go connect her with my 5 other people that will help her business, because I believe in connecting people to rise up. I don't believe in pushing people down, because I don't have time to waste my energy, my positive energy, on a person who doesn't want to help society or believe in themselves. and realize that, your mindset, your good energy or your vibes attract the people that you want to work with as well.
How old are you?
32.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You look so young. Like 23.
Yes, I get that often. And it's because I thank my mum all the time, but I also believe it's because I do something that I wake up with like joy every day. Yeah.
So what advice can you give my community of soul-rich women?
Find your passion. If you could do it every day, that will inspire you to wake up and feel joy, then that's already like a win for you. So if you could do something like that every day, just find that passion, but find the passion and monetize. That's the hardest thing. If you could do it, you're already successful. Like if you know how to monetize your passion, you're successful with more people than you realize. I have a lot of content people come to me, and then it's like, how do you get paid? It's like, don't you get paid? And then I do it for free. It's like, yeah, that's because people don't value themselves enough, or don't have the confidence, or they're scared they get rejected. But you have to play a numbers game. Sometimes you have to price yourself high, get said no, that's too expensive, and then find out why. Sometimes you have to price it down a little bit lower, and then if there's too many yeses, it's like, how much can I do to make it more, or how do I add value more? So then that client will pay me more next time. So it's like that, Or if you want to hire people, you have a better network if you pay people, and you have to negotiate. You have to learn how to negotiate, whether they pay or be paid. A lot of people have a problem paying, and it took me ages too, but I had to put my foot down.
Yeah. So when did you start to change your money story?
I think it's when I started treating myself like a product.
Okay. Elaborate on that. Okay.
Like when you're a brand, and it's there's two ways of doing brands. Richard Branson and Oprah are a brand, right? Their face is a brand, and they became products. Yeah, but then Richard Branson has a different model where he's also got other businesses behind him as well. Gary Vee is like that, where his face is a brand. So when I put I write a Facebook post and put his picture on it, I get more likes than my normal post because he's a recognizable brand. So if I take a selfie, then it's boom, instant cred. And when you what I realized is when I rather do it. I used to be one-off payments. And I didn't like that. So I realized I'm going to do a monthly subscription model. SaaS, which is a service as a... SaaS. So I call myself string as a service.
Oh! Wow, that's a very creative way to do it.
Yeah, so then people understand, because there's a principle there. They understand already. When I talked about retainer, I'm like, what's that? When I said, because I hang out with a lot of startups, I'm a SaaS model. String as a service.
Stream as your service.
Yeah, and
service.
Yeah, and by doing that, people get it. And so then, also the one line that you could do when you start off is I'm so happy that you want to pay me as a consultant for this service. So just saying that one line, it's I'm so happy that you're paying me as a consultant. And then you will have instantly no, I'm not paying you. I thought this is for free. And then it's sorry, my time, my expertise, what I'm doing is not for free. But if you're ready for me next time, know that this door is open, so then you can pay me. Yes. But then since I did that, then I had more clients coming on to me.
Wow.
It's when focus. Remember I said when you're a social media and you're not niching yourself, I realized that social media is so broad, and then I realized that people, at the end of the day, people want me to do more videos. It's how do I do more videos and get paid for it, so then I could do something that I love and allow people to follow me as well, and get be paid for what I'm great at, video, storytelling. But no one's storytelling is still intangible, so you have to have a service or product. Those are two things that people understand.
So you are a product
and a service.
And a service at the same time. So your product hosting shows and then getting paid, and then offering a service for the content.
Yes, pretty much, because I'm a content making machine. And at the end of the day, we all have emotional relationship with money.
Yeah.
And asking for money is something that a lot of people don't know how to do.
Yeah.
But that's a step of being an entrepreneur, right? Asking for money, being paid for money, paying on time, looking after your people. An entrepreneur is a lifestyle choice. Is a long-term game. Don't play it for a short-term game, because then you have shitty clients. Then it's pay me, or they come to you and still bite on your ass. So you have to have a good vibes. Otherwise, that person that you had a shit relationship in 2 years ago will still come back to you in 10 years.
Yeah.
pretty much. And it's all a learning service. So much, failures is an important thing, but once you treat yourself as a product, it becomes objective, so you have less emotional ties with it yourself.
Wow, that's really good. And okay, now that you're traveling so much, how do you cope and manage your business?
Work hard and then sleep a lot afterwards.
I like it. Work hard and sleep a lot.
Yeah, because I have so much information, so I need time for my brain digest it as well.
Any quotes and motto that you live by?
I'm a curious geek of the future that loves fried chicken.
That's awesome. All right. Okay. So thank you very much, Susie, for showing up here today, being visible on the Soul Rich Woman TV, helping a lot more women in my community. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so honored that we are connected, and I hope that I can continue to serve you as you build your dreams. And if you love this episode, and I hope that you did, rate it 5 stars. Give us that glowing review because it will help more women around the world finding the Soul Rich Woman podcast. Alone you are strong, together we are unstoppable. Now share this with every woman who needs it, because this is how we are changing the world, one woman at a time. As always, get out of your comfort zone and go towards the dreams you've always wanted to achieve. For women who love the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. My dear soul rich woman, sending you my love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.